Hey guys, welcome. I want to tell you a little bit about our website here at Prosperity Real Estate Group, which you are now on, which is prosperitigroup.com. So, the reason you're here is to start getting your business going in flipping houses, whether it be rehabbing or wholesaling or whatever you're trying to do in this niche. So, what I want to do right now is take a little time and explain the website to you and walk you through some of the things that you're going to find on the website that might be able to help you accomplish your goals a little bit faster. So, as you can see, when you first, this is the screen that you're going to see when you first log in. So, right after you put in your username and password, this is going to be the page that comes up first. And on this page, you're going to see across the top right here, you have home, 30-day challenge, seminars, tools and resources, platinum training, and then of course your logout. So let's start off with the 30-day challenge. What you're going to find under this tab for 30-day challenge is you're going to find in these folders, which are these tabs down here. If you click on these tabs, you're going to find videos and you're going to find videos that start explaining a little bit about the 30-day challenge and what you can do to start your business out as fast as possible, as far as how to handle everything to get going. If you see this next tab right here, which is the past 30-day challenge, that's just one that we did previously, and that's more for you to be able to listen to just absorb as much information as possible. So those are pretty self-explanatory. You just watch the videos. And the next tab up here is seminars. So if you go through this tab on seminars, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's video recordings of a lot of the information we had at some of our previous seminars, which some of our seminars have people attended for $997 and more. And you're going to be able to get this information right here, where you can watch it at your own time, your own pace, and be able to absorb it and take in this information, as you see fit. You can go back and rewind something and listen to it over and over again. Whereas if you're at the seminar live, it's great content. You can take notes and everything. But this way you can rewind it and hear exactly what whoever you're trying to hear said again, and you can take in that information, like I said, at your own pace. So what you're going to find is our flipping seminar, which is going to be the first one. We also have a flip seminar. So what you're going to find in there is different forms of flipping, which when we say different forms of flipping, that's rehabbing and selling for a retail profit. That is one form of flipping. And wholesaling is another form of flipping, which is a little more like flipping paper, flipping contracts. And you're going to find more information about that under wholesale. You're going to find a tab underneath wholesale here that is fundamentals. This is a lot of the basic stuff that you're going to need to know to get started in the business, to get everything put in place and have the right attitude toward everything and know exactly what you need to do to start. And then on the very last one, you're going to find private money seminar, which explains to you how to use other people's money to be able to use it in your business. So private money seminars are going to explain to you how to raise private money from several different ways to be able to use that in your business of either wholesaling, where you're going to buy a property, do very minimal work to it, and put it on the retail market again, or if you're buying a property that needs a full rehab and you're going to perform the full rehab on it and then put it on the market for a full retail price. So you can use private money for any one of those. So the next tab you're going to find up here is tools and resources. This is going to be a really good one for you, because if you see on this calendar tab right here, if you click on that, it's going to take you to a calendar of all the events and workshops and seminars that we have coming up, and our networking events, which the networking events are great for you to go and mix and mingle with people that are in the business, because if you're going to start making this a career instead of just a hobby, you need to know who's really doing what. who's doing what they say they're doing, who's just talking a big game and not really doing anything. And you'll get to know that by the more you hang around people that are doing the business, you'll see who's really doing the business. You'll see who's really doing the business, and like I said, who's just talking about it. So those networking events are very, very important. I also said you'll see that our workshops are on that calendar. The workshops are extremely important because that's where you're going to be able to get really close with one of our coaches and ask questions. You'll either be able to ask questions about deals that you're working on, or in some of the workshops you'll notice that there are specific case studies or specific things that you're going to be working on in that particular workshop, like how to run comps or how to scout a neighborhood. There'll be different subjects like that. But those are very valuable because you get to get very intensive training from one of our coaches that works with us every day. You'll also find on this, you'll have a tab here for finding comps, which you'll find some websites that'll be able to help you find comps relatively fast, such as Zillow or ePraisal, and it'll kind of explain to you how to use those websites and those resources to get a quick, fast, comparable sales, which is what a comp is, to help you determine an after repair value for your property. Of course, there's not really anything that's going to compete with the MLS, so we always stress that if you do not have MLS access, you become friends or partner up with a realtor who has access to the MLS, because there's really no substituting having comps that come straight from the MLS. But you will be able to get close enough to make a decision using Zillow or ePraisal or some of the other sites we have on here, and also using the CAD, which in today's market is sometimes doesn't necessarily work out as good as it used to. On the next tab here, you're going to see that we have forms and contracts. These are going to be very valuable for you because you will find blank versions of flex option contracts. You will find a blank purchase contract, and you will find a blank assignment contract. Those are going to be some of your main weapons in this industry. Of course, a purchase contract is how we lock something up, and our assignment contract is how we make our money when we're wholesaling or flipping the paper or flipping the contract. The assignment is that is where we make our money. So if we have a purchase contract and we're wholesaling it to somebody, that's where our fee is going to be, and you'll be able to find a blank one of those in this forms and contracts folder. And like I said, you'll also find a purchase contract, and also if you need one, there is a flex option contract in there. And you will find a few other contracts and forms, but the main ones that we use on a day-to-day basis are the purchase contract and the assignment contract. Another important tab you'll see here is the Instant Owner Tracker, which this will help you be able to track down some of the owners of properties that may not show up on HCAD. It's the properties that you cannot find the owners on HCAD. Like if you just go look up a property and it says, 123 Main Street, and then on the other side it says owner name, Joe buys houses, Joe Blow, whatever it says, you're going to find that if that is not the correct owner, the correct address for the owner that is listed as the owner, and you can track down the owner of that property when somebody else can't, those are going to be the little gems and gold mines that you're going to find, because the harder it is to find the owner of a property, that is going to be where you make your bigger checks, because not everybody can get a hold of them. They're not going to be getting tens of even hundreds of postcards or letters over a year or so, or years, from other people trying to get a hold of them, because they're harder to track down, and most people will stop as soon as it gets a little tough. So if you can go that extra mile and get their real information to contact them through, you're going to have that much better of a chance of making a bigger deal on that property. So that's going to be an important one for you there. Instant Deal Analyzer, pretty much like it sounds. It's going to help you be able to figure out what you need to estimate for the repairs on the property, and what you need to do with the property, if it's going to be a wholesale or a rehab or even a landlord deal. So you can use that for that. The next one here is Instant Rehab Estimator. This is the one that's going to help you determine what your rehab cost is going to be. So you can tell, oh, I'm going to need this many doors, I'm going to need this much carpeting, I'm going to need a roof for this much space. That's where you're going to go right there and be able to get an estimate on some of your rehab costs, which is going to help you determine your offer price, for when you're trying to get it under a purchase contract to do an assignment, or even if you're trying to get it under contract to do a rehab yourself. The Deal Matrix, that is one of Tim's proprietary tools that he developed a while back. You can go in there and play with that. That will also tell you if it's going to be a wholesale deal, a rehab deal, landlord deal, that type of stuff. So, Contract Matrix, that's going to tell you what kind of contracts to use. Like I said, we have blank contracts in our contracts and forms. This will explain to you when to use each contract at the proper time. So you're going to find all of these under the Tools and Resources tab. Now, under Platinum Training, you're going to find some videos of some of our workshops, and you're going to find some of the webinars that we've recorded. These are some of a little more detailed than some other stuff that we have. So you're going to be able to go in here and watch these videos of some of the workshops where we're actually working with some people, and you can see their questions and how we answered it, and that might be able to answer some of your questions that you might be stuck on. And the same thing with the webinars. Sometimes you just need to absorb as much information and hear it coming from multiple sources. Like if you hear somebody ask a question, and it may be a question that you've heard an answer to previously, but it was asked in a different way and it was responded to in a different way, that is where you're going to be able to pick up a few nuggets here and there that are going to be able to piece together some of the things that you're missing. And that's what we want to do, is help you piece together the little blanks that are missing and fill in the blanks and get you on your way. So I hope that was helpful, guys. This is just pretty much this. The purpose of this video is to let you know where everything is, so you can get out there and start using it. So you're already on here. Go back, start checking out some of the videos and trainings, and get out there and start doing some deals. You have everything at your fingertips, and I hope this was helpful, guys. Y'all have a great time.